This HackerRank challenge is for day 19 and it's called interfaces. We have this abstract class, it's already given to us, and it has a public virtual methods. The name is divisor sum, and we need to implement it inside of this derived class. So for now, the implementation has nothing, it only returns 0. But if you look at the instructions here, our implementation is supposed to return the sum of all the factors of n. If you look at the main function, they get some input for the variable n. Then here they create an object pointer and they call the function that we're supposed to implement and store the result inside of a variable called sum. And then here they simply print the value with some text. This here is my solution. You can see that I've added this override specifier, and this is optional. If you look at cppreference.com, they say the override specifier ensures that the function is virtual and that it is overriding a virtual function from a base class. That's what we're doing here. This is the base class, this here is the virtual methods, and then here we are overriding that methods. So I'm getting this variable sum and initializing it to 0. Then I create this for loop, which is going to run from 1 all the way to the square root of n. This is an improved version from simply iterating from 1 all the way to the value of n. And at every iteration, I'm verifying if I is a divisor of n. And if it is, then I want to add the value of I to my sum. I also want to verify if the value of I is not the same as the square root of n, meaning that the factor is not being duplicated, then I want to add that other factor. So for this example, if the value of the parameter n is 6, then we're going to start at 1. 6 is divisible by 1, so we'll add 1 to our sum. But we also want to add 6 to our sum, because 6 in itself is a divisor of 6. So we need to check here, if the value of I is not the same as the value of n, then we're also adding 6 to the sum. At our next iteration, the value of I is going to be 2. So here we get 6 is divisible by 2. So we'll add 2 to our sum. But we also need to add 3 to the sum because 6 divided by 2 is 3. So this line here is going to add 3 to the sum. By the time we're done, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 6. And adding these together is going to give us 12. So we'll return that sum. Let's run this code. We've passed the 3 sample test cases, so I'm going to submit it. And we've passed all the test cases. So that's it for day 19. It was called interfaces. If you like my solution, please subscribe to my channel and I'll catch you next time.